Oh, the things people will do for an autograph.
NBC 11's Bob Riddell is live in San Jose with the story of one man who's collected hundreds of celebrity autographs. Bob?
Well, you guys, if you're like me to get an autograph, you just, go up to that person you want to get an autograph from and go, yo, can I have your autograph, which usually doesn't work. Here we got Oprah's autograph, Whoopi Goldberg's autograph, my favorite, Carrie Fisher. Here's an autograph from Barbra Streisand up there, Johnny Carson, Bob Hope, John Gotti, Annette Funicello. And over there at the end of the couch, Jim Johst, the man who's collected hundreds of celebrity autographs. Jim, how in the world do you do that?
Well, I just started writing about 15 years ago, and go to a lot of shows, get them in person.
And you wrote them individual poems.
Yes, that's correct.
And you write them; they're personalized. You send them to them, and then they respond.
Right. Good many of them do that way. A lot of them I get them in person.
And who do we have? Chuck Yeager. We got Pete Best, the guy,
original drummer from the Beatles.
No kidding. So how did you start doing this? How did you get into this?
Well, I wrote a poem for Senior Wentz's years ago, and got a nice response. His wife called me up to thank me for writing the poem, and I just started writing from then on. I wrote one for Joey Bishop. He called me up to thank me.
And you do research on these people, so you can kind of personalize the poems?
Find out a little bit about them. And
here's one you did for Johnny Carson. He responded. Why don't you read that to us?
Okay. This is called The Last Swing. The evening shades, the green is cast, and shadows made of dreams that last. The last swing in has caught the sun. You finally made your hole in one. That's for Johnny.
You wrote one recently for David Letterman. It's a little long. I know we don't have time to read it, but this is for his son, Harry. And what did he send you back?
He sent me back an autographed picture thanking me for a poem
say?
For his son.
Dear Jim.
Thanks for the lovely poem for Harry. He is a joy.
Where do you get this flair from?
I don't know. I started writing when I was a little kid and let it go for a few years, and then started up about 15 years ago with more poetry, and just kept right on going with it.
And the idea being you're kind of a celebrity...
yeah, I've always liked the Hollywood scene and that kind of thing. And
you had another one over here. Where was it? Or maybe I took it. Got so many. Oh, here we go. This one's to Neil Armstrong, which is unusual because he doesn't
Neil doesn't sign anything anymore. I wrote this a few years ago for him. Called The Sun Beholds a Touch of Grace, swift, clean, and subtle in its wake. A trail of triumph tends the race, a stream of evening blue. All systems go, the eyes caress, the slopes, the hills, each grand crevasse. First eyes to touch what God has wrought, first hand to touch this touch of class. First man that ever knew this moon, this day, this time at last. That's from Neil.
Oh, look at you. How long does it take for you to come up with one of these?
Sometimes I can write a poem in 10 minutes, sometimes it takes 10 hours.
Yeah?
It just depends on what the mood is, or,
And do all of the celebrities respond?
I probably get about, the ones I send out, I probably get about an 85% return on them.
Really? Yeah. How many?
I've probably got over 500 or 600 of them.
Wow.
That I've written for different people.
Some are repeats, too.
Yeah.
Over here to your left, his right, is Robert Blake, you guys. Over behind Jim's head, we got Charles Schultz. There's Johnny Cash again. What possessed you to write to John Gotti?
I just thought I would try writing him a poem and see if he responded. And he not only sent me that, but he signed some artwork I sent him that he had done, a picture of a lion that he had drawn.
No kidding.
And I colorized it and sent it back to him, and he signed a couple copies of it for me.
I know you've done Oprah as well.
Yeah. We mentioned done a couple for Oprah. I'm waiting for one from Oprah right now. In fact, I'm waiting for Oprah to call me, but she hasn't yet. So.
Yeah. And then Annette Funicello, and you're trying to put these into a book. I take
yeah, we're trying to find some backing now to get them published, to put up like a coffee table book, because it's a very unusual type of book. You don't find too often, and hoping we can get some backing from somebody. If anybody's interested, get in contact with us.
Who's your next target? I should ask.
I just did one for I did another one for Oprah, and I did two for Pete Best, one for him and one for his mother, who helped get the Beatles going back when they first started out. So.
Hey, Jim, it was a pleasure. Very talented. Brian, Laura, pretty wild, huh?
Yeah, he does have a great flair.
Well, it's interesting. You're not the first one who's done this. I have actually written some poetry and got some responses too. This one was to Al Pacino. "You're awesome, Mr. Pacino, in Carlito's way. Now just autograph this poem so I can sell it on eBay." Naomi Watts, "I loved you in the ring. Now please get over yourself and sign this stupid thing." How much do you think I get for that?
Probably $4 or $5.
Oh, wake up the kids, strike up the band. Yippee, I just got the signature of Lindsay Lohan. Jessica Simpson, my favorite celebrity. Have someone read this to you if you'd please. And when they ask you, please autograph this. Don't be a tease.
Nice.
Toby Maguire, I don't care who you are, just give me your darn autograph so I can sell it and buy a new car. As you read this poem, I think you should know, Brad Pitt, you now have some of my DNA because on this paper I did spit. So, what do you think?
I think you got a future in poetry.
Okay. Did you make any money on these?
No, I've never sold any. Just keep collecting them, and
Okay.
someday maybe let's send my grandkids to college. Who knows?
All right.
So
Thanks again.
There you go.
thank you very
See you
much.
guys.
I don't know if they'll include those in the book, but
Two
we'll
very
see.
different kinds of talent
Yeah,
there.
no
Yeah.
kidding.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bob.
More news after this.